Another impressive performance by Florida State, now 12-0 after defeating Duke 45-7 in the ACC Championship game. Now the Noles are headed to the national title. I'm Jeff Fischel with Bryn, Renner, and Renaldo Wynn. Bryn, let's start with the offense. Another great performance by Jameis Winston.
Absolutely. I think Jameis did a great job bouncing back after a rough start to the game. He was 3 of 8 and then bounced back and had over 250 yards passing like he's done all season. And really explored Duke's man-to-man coverage that they were trying to execute and really played well.
And Renaldo, no surprise, the defense dominated again. This is the #1 scoring defense in the country, and they held Duke to just 7 points.
Yeah, almost came up with the goose egg, and then they got the score Duke did towards the end of the game. I was a little bit, disappointed because I thought Duke would run the ball a little more, as well as the two-headed monster we've been talking about with Kennett and also Boone. So I was very surprised at that. But whatever Duke did try to do on the ground, the defense on Florida State stuffed it. But I would like to see Brandon Kennett kind of get in a little more. He did come in once Boone got injured, so that's yet to be seen.
All right, Duke loses, but the Blue Devils were in the ACC title game for the first time ever. They end the regular season 10-3, now headed to a bowl game. Renaldo, okay, sure they lose, the big one, but nonetheless an incredible season for the Blue Devils.
Oh, they have nothing to hang their head about. Nobody even thought they would be here but them. And at the end of the day, they have something to look forward to. They play in the bowl game. Their fans came out to support. It was great seeing that. And, it was just too much firepower for Florida State. Jameis, the type of quarterback he is with all his weapons. But Duke, they can go back and knowing that they had a successful year and then get to play in a pretty big bowl game.
Bryn, you saw this team up close, unfortunately, taking down North Carolina at the end of the regular season last week. This team, no one expected Duke to be here, and yet they were impressive. They get to the ACC title game.
Yeah, I saw it last weekend firsthand, like you said, and I think the character of this Duke team is resiliency. To have, to finish up 10-3 and go to a major bowl game, and I think Coach Cutcliffe and the whole staff did a great job this season with their team.
All right, back to Florida State now. They are 13-0, headed to the national title game. And as we saw tonight, Michigan State upset Ohio State. So, Renaldo, now it looks like Auburn versus Florida State in the national title game.
Yeah, Auburn will be in the national championship game. But, Florida State, I think their defense is up for the task, and they need to shut down that running game, which we saw Auburn run up the running game over 300, 400 yards in the third quarter alone with Mason there. So I think at the end of the day, they are up for the task.
You've seen Auburn, you've seen Florida State. What do you think of that matchup heading up January 6th in Pasadena?
I think it's going to be great. I think if Auburn can, consistently run the ball in Florida State, they have a good opportunity. And if Nick Marshall can, make some plays through the air, Florida State's defensive line, as we saw tonight, is very, very good up front. And, I think it's going to be a great game.
Jameis Winston, the MVP of the 2013 ACC title game, and in the game as well, he became the new single-season ACC passing touchdown leader. I'm Jeff Fischel with Renaldo Wynn and Bryn Renner. You're watching the ACC Digital Network.